Good evening and welcome to the Boilermaker Soccer Complex on campus of Purdue University. It's Big Ten Soccer, Purdue Boilermakers versus the Baylor Bears. Tommy Barrett alongside Connor Hope bringing you the call tonight. And we are in the 15th edition of the Boilermaker Challenge Cup. First time a Big 12 team has been to the Boilermaker Soccer Complex since 2012. West Virginia was the last Big 12 team to play here. And Baylor looking to do all that they can to hoist the Boilermaker Challenge Cup trophy this year.
And Tommy, the Purdue Boilermakers looking to get their first win in the challenge since 2009. Boilermakers already off to a strong start, 2-0 on the year under their new head coach and looking to try and continue that streak.
We have a pair of first-year head coaches, Drew Roff for the Purdue Boilermakers, Paul Jobson in his first year for the Baylor Bears. Jobson has been on the staff for the past 8 seasons, spent 6 seasons as an assistant. Last year was the associate head coach, the co-head coach. Take a look at the starting lineups tonight. Start off with the Baylor Bears, Connor.
In the goal for the Bears, it's going to be Rebecca Garter. And then looking at the defensive line, we're going to have Emery Kaysen, Lindsey Burns, Mckenna Martin, and Katie Daggle in the back line. And then looking at the midfields, it's going to be Delaney Davis and Sarah King. And then in the forwards, it's going to be Precious Akinurige, Bree Campos, Lauren Piercy, and that'll do it. And so we take a look at Bree Campos. She's kind of been the go-to player on offense for the Bears.
Bree Campos, senior out of Colorado Grandview High School, ranks 5th at Baylor with 4,979 minutes. She's gearing up on 5,000. She'll probably reach that tonight. She has 15 goals during her first 3 years, 6 in the past 2 years for the Baylor Bears. For the Boilermakers starting tonight, the keeper, Erica Yan, the sophomore out of Morgantown, West Virginia. In the backline defense, Michaela Nellums. Co-captain, Kim Love. Not getting the start is Michaela Lasky. She has an injury, so Megan Kaser will be in the backfield. Vanessa Corrales. In the midfield is Melissa Casella, Dana Williams, Dagny Olson. And the forwards, Nicole Robertson, Hannah Leinert, and Big Ten goal leader, Maddie Williams, the junior out of Perrysburg, Ohio. Number 12, the fastest player ever in Purdue history to score 20 goals. Just took her 39 games, and she already has 4 this season. And if we're counting the preseason, make it 9. She had 5 preseason goals this season.
And you know that the Baylor Bears will be keying in on her when Purdue has the ball on the attacking side of the pitch.
Boilermakers in gold, Baylor in white. Beautiful night at the pitch here at the Boilermaker soccer complex. 77 degrees, no chance of rain. And like I said, this is the 15th Boilermaker Challenge Cup. This year features Purdue, Baylor, Missouri, and Indiana. Missouri and Indiana played in Game 1 earlier today. Indiana was able to take the victory home 1-0. So game number 2 here tonight is going to be a good one.
Yeah, and right away you see Baylor losing possession of the ball twice early on in this game. We'll see if they continue to struggle holding on to the soccer ball.
Baylor looking to get some momentum going early. The Boilermakers last game defeated Xavier University 4-3. The Boilermakers led 2-0 with 2 early goals. They gave up 3 goals to Xavier to be down 3-2. Scored 2 goals in the final few minutes, 1 with a minute and a half remaining. Assists from co-captain Kim Love on a diving header to Nicole Robertson for the game-winning goal. Let's see what can happen today for the Boilermakers. Nobody really gaining possession here in the first 2 minutes of this one. A lot of back-and-forth action. Into the box for the Bears, but Jan is there to grab it. No real damage.
And right away we've seen Baylor really keep the ball on the attacking side of the pitch for them, and that's something that Purdue's going to have to try and get a change of possession and try to swing some momentum here.
You always want the possession to be in your favor. A lot of the times you see a soccer match go 50-50 possession. Boilermakers starting to pick up their pace now into the attacking third. Ball goes out. It's going to remain Purdue ball. So Hannah Leinert, Maddie Williams, and Nicole Robertson are the forwards tonight, and that's Hannah Leinert. She gets it to Maddie Williams for the goal, and she's done it. An early lead for the Boilermakers and nobody else besides Maddie Williams. What a goal by her.
And this is a Purdue offense that was very explosive last weekend, scored 7 goals in total, and right away a great cross in there, and Maddie Williams finishes with the left foot. And a great job by the Boilermakers on offense.
5 goals for Maddie Williams already in this season. She leads the Big Ten. 21 goals in her career. 21 goals in 40 games. Maddie Williams continues to stay hot, that time with the left boot, kicking in the right side. Far post, and the Boilermakers lead 1-0. Let's see how the Bears respond. An early goal. Haven't even played 4 minutes, and the Boilermakers lead 1-0.
Yeah, and if you're Baylor now, you have to try and calm down, try to settle the nerves, and just play your game. You know, 1-0 goal is not something that you can't overcome, but you can't give up another one, especially early on in the game.
There she is right there, Maddie Williams. Striking early is her forte, and let's see if she can do it again. Baylor looking to retain possession. This is Piercy now back in the Boilermakers attack. Rough pass there by Olsen. Into the box, this is Campos. Campos is the player to watch for the Bears. 15 goals into the box. Tough play. And Baylor will retain possession, but good play there by Kaser to knock that one out. Snuff out the danger. Ball goes out the end line, and Purdue will take possession. Vanessa Corrales to throw. Defense there.
The Purdue defense doing a great job early on of being stout and making sure that Baylor can't get the ball deep into their own territory.
This Purdue defense gave up 3 goals versus Xavier pretty fast. We'll see how they respond. This is the first game since they played Xavier earlier in the week. Good play there by Kaser. So Kaser takes place in the starting lineup for Michaela Lasky. Lasky, the junior, started 36 consecutive games prior to this one. She had a streak of 3,225 minutes, ended versus Ohio. She came out early in the second half. Not in the lineup tonight, an apparent injury, so Megan Kaser will take part in the back line for her.
Yeah, and that's tough from the Boilermaker standpoint because you lose that experience and not just the skill, but also just, like I said, the experience, knowing certain situations, being able to read things and seeing things over and over. And we'll see how Kaser takes control here and whether or not she's able to provide that experience in playmaking.
Possession battle near the center circle. Kim Love will try to retain possession of the Boilermakers right now. This is Nellums. Kaser up to Robertson. Who will get there first, and it's Erica Yan. She snuffs it out. Center circle, Williams. Like it's going to be a foul on Burns. We'll see exactly what happened here. Looked like Lindsey Burns might have got her, but now looks like referee's giving it to Maddie Williams. He pointed possession to the Boilermakers, but then he called the foul on Maddie Williams, so free kick for the Bears. 38 minutes remaining here in the first half, and the Boilermakers own a 1-0 lead off of the goal from Maddie Williams, her 5th of the season. Ball into the box, headed by Love. Nelms will try to clear, and she does. Delaney Davis now puts it pretty much close to the box. Foot race between Corrales and Piercy. James into the corner. Boilermaker ball. Good defense there by Melissa Casella, the co-captain. Her and Kim Love are the co-captains this season.
And there is a lot of experience in that back line for the Boilermakers. Most of the players back there played quite a bit last year. And like you said, you have your two co-captain back there. So there's a lot of experience. Plus Erica Yan, who split a lot of time last year in goal, but was able to overtake the position for this coming season. She's a sophomore after a year. Last year, for some experience, she looks far more confident in goal and able to direct her defense.
Up front, Hannah Leinert, the transfer from Illinois State, came over with Drew Roff. Drew Roff in his second season taking over for Robert Claudy. Claudy spent 17 seasons with the Boilermakers. He's only the second head coach ever for the Purdue soccer program. Roff led Illinois State to 6 Missouri Valley regular season titles, 5 NCAA tournament appearances. He was the head coach from 2007 to 2014, now in his first season with the Boilers, starting out 2-0 so far.
And the advantage of having a player like Leinert come over with Coach Roff is now you have somebody who can start that knows your system really, really well and has been a part of your program and knows what to expect, and that helps the transition with the new teammates and your new players who are not used to your style of coaching and practice and even during a game.
Both Hannah Leinert and Dagny Olsen transferred over from Illinois State, both juniors, both players that were on the MVC all-freshman team. Opportunity there. Rebecca Gartner in goal, telling her troops to get back. 35 minutes now remaining in the first half. Only one shot, but it was on goal for Maddie Williams. 50-50 ball won by Caselo. Trying to get it back to Leinert. Off of James, Boilermakers ball. This is Williams. Beautiful touch. Into the box, Leinert to Robertson. Good piece of defense there. And the Bears are on the attack.
Yeah, and it looked like Robertson and Williams got mixed up on who was supposed to be coming into the box to try and make a play on that ball, and they kind of collided, and that caused the change in possession.
Mckenna Martin wins the ball from Kim Love. Free kick for Jan. Opportunity there for the Bears, but Mckenna Martin did a great job to get it from Love, just couldn't do much with it. And we'll reset. In the midfield is Olsen, back to Kaiser. Good defense there, and now the Bears are on the attack. Let's see what they can do here. They have 2 in the front. Good defense. Dana Williams started this out. Slide tackle. Play on, says the referee.
A lot of physicality out here early. The officials letting both of these teams play. We'll see if that's something that continues throughout the game.
Out on gold, so the Boilermakers are in a tough position here. Baylor with the ball. The throw in. Can they get into the box? No. Kaiser with the defense. And the Boilermakers have some momentum here. Leinert on the outside. Casella with the ball. She goes to Leinert on the left. Can she get into the box? Tough position to put herself into. Backed up against the near post. And Rebecca Gardner's with the easy save. Good run, though, by Liner.
Yeah, she made a great play there to get by her defender, but it looked like maybe she hit it just a little too far out in front of her, and she couldn't get back to it to give herself a good angle to get it back into the box for somebody to make a play.
50-50 ball to Williams. Long ball in. Will it come down? Bree Campos going up against Kim Love. Some experience right there. Bree Campos, the senior, on Kim Love, the senior.
And Tommy, we've seen Baylor really attack the near side of the field closest to us quite a bit early on in this game.
Trying to use Lauren Piercy really on the right side to see if they can cross something or get her into the position to score some sort of goal, whether it's her or somebody else. This is Nellums to Olsen. Fancy footwork. Boilermakers set up shop. See what they can do here. Up to Leinert. Gets by. This is Carolus all the way from the defense coming in. Can she make the cross? Good move there. Cross goes in. Nothing comes, and then Olsen. Don't think Olsen was ready for that ball.
No, but a nice job of Kraus there using her length and that long stride to be able to chase that ball down before it went out of bounds to try and set up the Boilermakers for an opportunity.
Olsen couldn't get a touch there. Boilermakers retain possession. Nellum sets it up. Back to Love in the center circle. Casella back to Dana Williams. This is Olsen. Into Robertson. Can she score? Casello just over the bar. Beautiful opportunity there for the Boilermakers. Some crisp passing. Great shot.
And like you said, phenomenal execution to set up the shot, but as we see here, a great job.
This pass right here, Robertson.
Robertson able to make that pass right off the heel of the defender. And
She got a little lucky.
Yeah, Casella just aired it right over the top of the goal, but yet again another great chance there for the Boilermakers.
Attack, 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 and here is Vanessa Corrales. She'll take it herself, try to get it to Maddie Williams. She had an opportunity just outside of the box. She's about 18 yards out at that point. Williams now will try to get something going. Tries to go back heel, but Delaney Davis is there. Good defense.
And the coaching staff looking for a call there as
I would be too.
As Williams hit the turf, but nothing. And like we said, the officials really letting them be physical and play through the contact.
Jackie Crowther did sub in for the Baylor Bears, so Crowther now comes in, the freshman out of Temecula, California. She actually competed with the Mexico U20 national team over the summer, so Crowther, let's see what she can do. She's played in both games so far for the Bears. She's taken 2 shots, yet to score. And there she is guarding Corrales. Tough ball there. Liner does come away with it. And here we are again, Corrales in the corner. The cross comes in just a little bit too high for Robertson. And Baylor will take possession here with Crowther.
And Tommy, right now, the biggest factor for Purdue is that they're just being the more physical team right now. All of the 50-50 kicks, they're the ones that are more often, winning out, and that's something that Baylor's got to have to change here if they want a chance.
All about possession in this one. Boilermakers tacked on an early goal from Maddie Williams. That came just below the 35-minute mark. We're going to have another sub. Marissa Sullivan will come in and replace Emery Casson. Sullivan from New London, Wisconsin. Previously attended High Point. She's a junior forward, so 2 subs so far for the Baylor Bears.
And it's important to remember that unlike professionally in college soccer, you are allowed to sub back into the game. So it's important that you try to keep some fresh legs out there for both sides.
deep ball in there from Bree Campos. Jan will corral and give it up to Kaser. Beautiful night here at the Boilermaker Soccer Complex on the pitch. Connor Hoke alongside me, Tommy Barrett. 15th edition of the Boilermaker Challenge Cup. Indiana and Missouri played earlier today. Indiana came away with a 1-0 victory. Now the Boilermakers in this one are leading 1-0 after the goal from Maddie Williams would stand as the only goal tonight. We still have a lot of soccer to play.
Yeah,
and a lot of teams have both teams have had their opportunities since that goal.
Yeah, quite a bit of back and forth between both teams. It's been a pretty even match if you just look at that, outside of the one opportunity that Maddie Williams was able to convert on for the Boilermakers. I would expect that we're probably going to see a few more goals here out of both teams, but that could very well be wrong.
Bold prediction from my man Connor Hoke. 50-50 ball outside of the box. Corrales. She will knock it out. Baylor will retain possession, looking to get something inside of the box.
And as well as this back line's playing for Purdue, it's going to be hard for Baylor to get something into the box and get a quality shot.
Like you said, Nellums, Love, Kaiser, and Corrales is a tough back line to play against, especially with the experience that they have had over the past few years, especially Kim Love. 56 career games. She's made 7 straight starts. Kim Love, the longest active consecutive minutes, currently on the team. Tough ball there. Baylor still with possession. This is Julie James. There's the player to watch, Bree Campos. What can she respond with? Lazy pass inside the box. Kicked away by Nellums. No real possession here.
As Purdue continues to do a great job of just clearing it and trying to keep the ball out of their own box.
Boilermakers with possession. That's Michaela Nellums, the 5'7" senior out of Everett, Washington. She scored 2 career goals, played in 16 games as a junior last season. She made 8 starts, so now she's started and played in every single game so far. 3 out of 3 for her, so this is going to be a big senior year for her, for the Boilermakers.
Yeah, and this is a Purdue team that brings a lot of talent, or a lot of
one
returning
freshman that started.
Right, and it's a team that they bring a lot of players back, and so that's something that helps them out tremendously. Some experience from last year. Last year was a bit of a struggle, but with the new coaching staff and some experience, they've been off to a good start.
A lot of experience, like you said. Drew Roff comes over from Illinois State with a winning mentality. And coming over with him is Hannah Leinert, who is in the box right now trying to get something, going up against 3 Baylor Bears. Nothing comes from it. This is Olsen, who also came over from Illinois State. Dana Williams, number 20, is the freshman who just handled the ball. That's Kim Love into Leinert. And knocked out. Julie James, that was not Julie James. Delaney Davis knocks it out for the Bears. Looks like we're going to have a sub. Erica Arkins will check in. She'll take the place of Nicole Robertson. And Erica Arkins is one who can put the ball in the goal. The 5'7" sophomore out of Carlsbad, California, La Costa Canyon High School. Last year she played in 16 games, made 15 starts. She scored 5 goals and had an assist. So Erica Arkins, somebody off the bench who can put the ball in the net.
Yeah, absolutely. Arkins is somebody who can be invaluable, especially at a point in time like now where both teams are starting to get a little tired. You can bring somebody in not only with fresh legs, but as someone as talented as she is, and she can be a difference maker for you coming off the bench.
Casalos, just wide. Another shot for the Boilermakers, 3. Still no shots on goal for Baylor.
And Purdue, even though they have the lead, they have been relentless, as you can see here. Nice job by Casalo to get it back towards the middle of the field, but just misses off to the right on the shot.
This is a time that Purdue likes to strike right off of these goal kicks. And it's going to be another goal kick here. So this is how they scored versus Xavier one time, especially with somebody as talented as Maddie Williams, who already has 5 goals this season. They only played 3 games.
Yeah, when you've got somebody who has the offensive capability that Maddie Williams does, you're never really out of a game. And there's really at no point in time that you can't score. As long as you can make a good pass to her and set her up, she's going to put it in more often than not.
50-50 ball won by Baylor. Fancy footwork by James. Taken away. And the Boilermakers are granted possession. They'll hurry in and play. And this time they give it away. Baylor now back on the attacking front.
We've seen a couple really nice long passes from the Baylor Bears trying to get something going down the right side of the field.
Yeah, a long run there by Marissa Sullivan. Kaiser came away with it. Good pass there up to Liner. Can she get across? And she does. Can she get into the box now? Good head. The left boot just above the goal. I think Rebecca Gartner might have got a piece of it. And that will be good for a corner.
Great job there by Liner. You're able to avoid not one but 2 defenders, and then almost getting, as we see here, some fancy footwork.
A beautiful touch off of the head.
And then able just to get that left foot shot up there. But like you said, just barely tapped there by Garter.
Inches away from a goal there by Hannah Leinert. Leinert already has 1 goal this season. She's played in both games, started both of them. She also has 2 assists. So Leinert and Williams really a great duo for the Boilermakers. The cross is in. No Boilermaker in sight. But Olsen will come away with it. Back to Nellums. And Olsen will kick it past the end line, and the Boilermakers had a nice opportunity there.
Yeah, right there would probably be the first time that we've seen the Boilermakers really kind of squander an opportunity. They had a great chance there to extend on their lead, but just couldn't do anything with it.
A great save by Rebecca Gartner allows this one to stay at 1-0, and another substitution, this time number 29, Hadley Young comes in. She'll replace number 25, Katie Diagle. Young, a defenseman, senior from Belton, Texas, Belton High School. Bring in somebody on the back line to see if they can stop Arkins and Williams and Liner. It's really a tough 3-4 front for the Boilermakers. Good ball won there for Baylor going up against Nellums for the Boilers. Jan will come out and put it right on Nellums' feet. Long ball in from Love. Not a bad touch by Arkins.
No, and this is where Arkins can be dangerous out here in the open as she gets it into the attacking half of the field.
Maddie Williams with a rare mistake there. Emery Kaysen was able to take it from her. You have to feel comfortable if you can get that ball into Maddie Williams' hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excuse me, the feet.
Either way, she's able to do so much with it that if you can get it to her with some room to work, as a defense, you have to be shaking.
Kaiser will take the free kick here just past the halfway stripe. Into Arkins. Soft touch. Nellums will make a run. And it's going to go out, and Boilermakers have earned themselves a corner. No, they haven't.
No, they're going to say that went off of...
Tough call.
Off of Nellums. Yeah, that is a tough call. You can see the students down there very unhappy with that call.
Also in front of us, Drew Roff not happy with the call as well. Another substitution for the Baylor Bears. Ashley York will come in. So 4 substitutions so far for the Baylor Bears in the first half. Liner, can she get to it before it gets to the out-of-bounds line? She cannot. Baylor takes possession. 18 minutes to go here in the first half of the Boilermaker Soccer Complex. Can Baylor respond? Haven't seen much from Bree Campos, the player we highlighted before this game. Baylor has yet to take a shot.
And that's a credit to the defense for Purdue. They've done a great job of keeping Baylor away from the goal and just not giving them a chance to have a shot.
Sarah King made a run at it, but the Boilermakers will take possession. Vanessa Corrales to throw. Liner back to Love. There she is, Maddie Williams, the lone goal scorer today. Good use of the head there by Kaiser. Can the Boilermakers clear it, or will Baylor try to win a corner? Back out, this is James. Into the box. Jan comes out to make the save. The Boilermakers are once again in possession.
Looked like a miss hit there from the Bears as that just floated right towards Jan, and there was nobody even coming back into the box to try and make a play.
Ashley York was the one. Tough pass there by Arkins. Good slide tackle to get that ball. Olsen trying to get it to Arkins. She's being pulled. Easy call by the referee. That was Bree Campos. The Boilermakers will have a free kick just outside of the box. Looks like they're going to pull a little bit further back, right by that Big Ten sign.
And this might be the opportunity that Purdue's looking for to try and extend on this lead right before the half.
Get somebody tall in there like Kim Love. Kim Love stands at 5'7", Nellum's 5'7", Corrales 5'10", so they have some size here. Dagny Olsen to take the free kick. Get it in. That's Love. Opportunity. Just saved by Rebecca Gartner. Love couldn't get enough of it off of the body, but like I said, right to Love.
Yeah, and that's a great job there by Gartner to make a save and try to clear through the traffic and come up with that.
Almost made a miscue, but made up for it. 15 minutes to go here in the first half. Boilermakers lead 1-0. Marissa Sullivan hasn't got a lot of action so far in this game. Some more substitutions here for the Boilermakers and the Bears. Number 33, Gabby Lemire comes in for Purdue, and Ashanti Carey comes in for Baylor. So some substitutes right at the 15-minute mark.
Yeah, and I think this is both coaching staffs trying to get a breather for their starters to have them ready to go in the second half.
Some fresh legs. Boilermakers with 5 shots, Bears with 1. Purdue also has 1 corner kick, and they also have the lead, 1-0. Throw in there from Corrales goes to nobody, but she's able to retain possession. Back in the center circle to Kaiser. Olsen tried to put a move there on Campos. They've been going at it all game. Good tackle there by Arkins to win possession. Corrales makes the run, but fresh legs Ashanti Carey really was the one to keep possession. And the Boilermakers here with another opportunity close to the goal.
Yeah, and Purdue's had several chances here early in this first half and just not been able to do anything outside of the Williams goal.
Can Corrales get it into the box? Possible miscue. Nothing comes from it. Dana Williams up to Arkins. Can Arkins work it back to the right side? She cannot. Looks like it's going to be a handball. Tough break there for Baylor.
And a very fortunate one for Purdue as they're going to have yet again another free kick and a chance.
Julie James was the one with the handball, the 5'10 freshman out of Fairview, Texas, McKinney High School. And Olsen, once again, will take the free kick right next to the Big Ten sign. Baylor setting up their wall. Just a 2-person wall. Can Olsen bend it around? Will see what happens here. Who will they try to feature if Olsen can get this one in the box? Rebecca Gardner, the keeper. Boilermakers trying to take a 2 lead here close to the end of the first half. Olsen into the box, headed, opportunity once again squandered, but a great opportunity once again by co-captain Kim Love to put her head on it, and Gardner once again stops it.
As we see here, great job there by Love to just kind of deflect it, and then Gardner, like you said, made a great play on it.
She almost made a miscue, but she was able to be rewarded by her teammate. Boilermakers still with possession. Liner in the box. Easy save there by Gardner. She has her work cut out for her tonight in the goal. Rebecca Gardner, 7 shots. She's had to go up against 1 got through from Maddie Williams for the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, probably a little bit busier of a first half than Gardner wanted to have, but she has been solid outside of the Williams goal.
On the opposing end, Erica Yan has only had to make 1 save for Purdue. In the beginning half of this first half, really, Baylor was the one pressing into the box all the time for them. Now Purdue is the one really being able to take over this possession and get into the box. Once again, Corrales trying to get it to Liner. Maddie Williams, 1 touch, goes for goal. Good defense there by Emery Kaysen, but the opportunity is not done. Another good play there by Kaysen. Few opportunities, but some good backline defense for Baylor. Love at the center circle to Williams. Good touch up ahead. Arkins, can she get it in? Headed out. Looks like that was Sullivan.
And a nice job by Sullivan to track that Arkins cross and just clear it out, because there were 3 or 4 Boilermakers right behind her that if she didn't get a piece of that ball, that was going to be a goal.
That was Hadley Young, not Sullivan. Sullivan's right there. Good defense by Kaiser. This is her right now. Marissa Sullivan goes up the left side of the field, brings it back. Retains possession. So Baylor with an opportunity here. 10 minutes to go. We'll have a couple of substitutes come into the game. Looks like number 42, Amanda Hogland, will come in. She'll replace Marissa Sullivan. Hannah Masalam for the Boilermakers also stands at the table, but she'll wait. And Baylor will take the ball. See if they can get into the corner, get into the box, or something off of the throw. Defense there by Kaiser. Retains possession. 1 touch and a shot, but way over to the right. Not a good opportunity there from the Bears.
And Tommy, it's crazy to think that that's the second best shot that Baylor's had in this first half.
They've only had 2 shots.
And Purdue's just done a great job on defense of locking them down and not giving them anything.
Kylie Ross comes into the game for Emery Kaysen. And Arkins will check out. And Hannah Masalam will check in. Masalam, the midfielder, freshman, Palos Heights, Illinois. So now the Boilermakers have a few freshmen into the game.
Yeah, small freshman class for the Boilermakers this year, as opposed to Baylor. Baylor has a roster that's made up of a lot of freshmen, so a lot of youth on this Baylor Bears team.
Andrea Petrini gets off of the bench. She'll check in at the next dead ball. Kaiser going up against Casey. Casey wins ball. Can she get into the box and score? Jan comes out. And the Boilermakers have possession with just under 9 minutes to play here in the first half. Long goal kick all the way to the other side. Who will make the run? Hannah Leinert and Lindsey Burns. Burns wins it. This is Casala. Taken away by York. And out to King. Still in the Baylor Bears attacking half. Into the box for King. Headed, but Jan is there. No real opportunities here for Baylor.
No, they've had several looks to try and get something, but they've just not been able to get past this stout Purdue defense.
The back line doing their job very well for the Boilermakers tonight. We're now under 8 minutes to play. Corrales will win the head, but lose possession. Bree Campos tries to go up to the right side, and she does. It's a foot race between Casey and Love. Casey will win possession, but out of bounds on Casey. Ashanti Casey versus Kim Love. Love knocks it out on Casey. And the Boilermakers will have a goal kick, and Andrea Petrino now will check in for Dagny Olsen, excuse me. Olsen, pretty good run in the first half. Going up against Bree Campos. Campos has yet to take a shot. Megan Kaser has also done a pretty good job in the first half for the Boilermakers, replacing Michaela Lasky in the starting defense line.
Yeah.
Really one place you don't want to move a lot and interchange, and she's done a pretty good job.
Absolutely. You don't want to have a lot of movement in your defensive line, and it's been a really great job by her to be able to come in and replace Lasky and continue to provide some production from that spot, and along with her fellow defensemen. They've had a heck of a first half.
Nice touch there by Williams, but loses possession. Crowd around the ball. Petrina now gets into the action. Maddie Williams, can she make it? She cannot. We're back on the Baylor half. Lemire. Now to Masalam. And she has won the free kick. Hannah Masalam, freshman midfielder, doing all that she can to put another opportunity here. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's a pretty good foul if I were to say so myself.
Yeah, there's enough contact there that I think you can make that call.
Into the box, Williams off of the Baylor defender, and they have some space to work with. Can Ashley York do something with it? She gets it up to King, but that Purdue back line all coming as one, and Megan Kaser makes the save.
And yet again, we see Kaser make a great play on the ball to keep Baylor from having any quality opportunities on offense.
Good move there by Leinert. They're going to call her for a foul. Tough call there from the referee. The referee did not like that, and the challenge will go the other way. Ashley James gets up to check in for the Bears. She'll probably wait till next dead ball. Delaney Davis will take the free kick. Davis into James. Headed one time, and Jan is there for the save. No real danger from Baylor here in the first half.
No, they haven't been able to get anything past that back four, and Jan's done a great job of being that lead communicator and making sure that her defensemen are where they need to be.
Maddie Williams, pretty footwork. Tries to go one time. Good move there from Gartner to come up.
And quite the gamble there by Gartner. If she doesn't get there, that's probably a goal.
Hannah Masalam was on the right side making her run, but Gartner read it. Now she kicks it out. 3:45 to go here in the first half from the Boilermaker Soccer Complex. Williams, long ball into Masalam. Can she play it? She does. She has it in the box. Tries to get it to Petrina. but some good defense there. Look like Bree Campos. She's all over the field. Let's drop back to Kim Love. She'll play to Leinert. Leinert has some space, but she can't control the ball. Good challenge there.
Leinert's done a great job in this first half of facilitating for the offense.
Quick possession there. Maddie Williams double teamed. She has drawn multiple Baylor defenders all night, especially after that first goal within 5 minutes. Corrales into the box. Can she cross? Petrina with an opportunity, but way over. We have 2.5 minutes now remaining in the first half, and the substitute will come in for Baylor. Ashley James, the midfielder. She's the junior out of Spring, Texas. She'll check in. And with 2.5 minutes remaining, Baylor needs one last run here to try to tie it up. They need an equalizing goal before we head into half.
And we're getting to the point where you have to start wondering, if you're Baylor, do you try to go all out aggressive and try to get something before the half at the risk of maybe giving up another goal to end the half, or do you try to maybe play a little bit more conservative, understand you're going to go into halftime with a 1-0 lead and try to come, or with a 1-0 deficit and try to come back out in the second half?
Referee was not a fan of that challenge from Sarah King on Kim Love. And Love will take possession for the Boilermakers. Petrina with the free kick. 1.5 minutes remaining. Petrina with the free kick. If she gets it into the box, number 17, Vanessa Corrales, is there standing at 5'10". And that's who they're going to try to go for. Tough communication there from Baylor. Into the box, Lemire. A scramble for the ball, and Baylor has won. Good challenge there. Heads up defense by Masala to cut it off. Into the box to nobody. And we're at 1 minute to go here in the first half. Boilermakers still in the attacking front. Petrina. .45 seconds and Corrales will throw. She'll have another opportunity as that one goes off. The midfielder, Julie James.
And Baylor trying desperately just to try to hold on to get to halftime without giving up any more goals.
Trying to drop it back to Kim Love. She'll win the ball. Challenge opportunity there from Sarah King. And Baylor will take possession with 15 seconds to go. It looks like that's going to be the halftime score.
9, 8,
so Maddie Williams scores with 35 minutes to go in the first half to take a 1-0 lead for the Boilermakers, and that stands all the way to halftime. Great first half action here from West Lafayette at the Boilermakers Soccer Complex. Purdue Boilermakers versus the Baylor Bears, and this is how the Boilers got on the board. Maddie Williams with a beautiful left boot to the right side of the goal near far post for the 1-0 lead, and that held the entire first half. The Boilermakers outshot the Bears 8-2, one corner kick in favor of Purdue. They pretty much dominated the possession as well. Great first half for the Boilers if you're a Boilermaker fan.
Yeah, absolutely. You get that goal early, 3 minutes into the game from Maddie Williams, and then the back four for the Boilermakers in that defensive line have been strong all game, and they've been able to keep Baylor from getting any clean looks to try and get the equalizer.
Fresh start here. Looks like Erica Arkins will stay in the game for Purdue. She'll run the right side. For the Boilers, it's Williams, Olsen, Leinert, Arkins, Casala, Williams, Kaiser, Nellums, Love, and Corrales in the back line. And Maddie Williams and Olsen will stay up front. The Purdue Boilermaker back line did a great job of holding off anything that the Baylor Bears had gotten going. And for Baylor, it looks like they'll start with the same starters that they had as well. This is Piercy now at the Campos. Campos, somebody that really we highlighted. She didn't really produce because of the great defense that Olsen played on her.
Yeah, and Purdue needs to continue to get that great defensive performance from Olsen on Campos if they're going to try and really limit this Baylor offense.
This is Nellum. She'll work it into the box. The cross. Good defense there. Possible miscue. Punched away by Gartner, and Arkins will shoot it over the goal. But an opportunity within 1 minute for the Boilermakers, and the attacking advantage continues that we saw the entire first half. Nellums works it into the box with the cross. Tough play, but Baylor will take possession on the free kick.
Yeah, and we haven't seen Purdue kind of ease up and play conservative with their 1-goal lead. They've continued to try and attack and pile it on, and we'll see if that's something they keep up in this entire second half.
And I think if you're watching the Purdue program, you've watched them for a few years, you didn't see that really under Robert Claudy. Drew Roff has inspired these girls to attack for as many minutes as you can, and when you're done, you come out and a new player will come in with fresh legs and they'll attack. So Purdue's doing a great job so far, but the 1-0 advantage is not anything really in soccer. 1 goal can come in 2 seconds. A free kick here. Taken at the midway stripe by Katie Diagle, 5'6" senior out of Louisville, Texas. She started 19 games last year with 4 assists. Can she get another one here? Into the box. Jan knocks it away, but Campos is there. And good defense there by Kim Love. Not to knock it out for the corner, but to throw it right into that corner for a throw. Good veteran leadership there. Kim Love, the co-captain, senior, really doing a good job of this game.
And when you've got such a veteran back line, plus the experience that Jan has from in goal last year, it can be tough for other teams to score because you just have such great communication and experience amongst those 5 players. It makes it tough to get anything real clean at a look.
Bad opportunity there for the Baylor Bears. Cross couldn't come in clean. And Jan is there for the goal kick. So we've played 3 minutes so far here in the second half. Purdue leads 1-0. And like Connor said, the goal from Maddie Williams came with 3 minutes into the game. Since then, we haven't seen much action. We've seen a few opportunities from Purdue, not really anything from Baylor.
And we can continue to see Purdue really use Leinert as the linchpin on offense. They've really tried to work the ball with her down that sideline.
We're going to have a free kick in favor of the Boilermakers. Advantage was not played. The referee didn't enjoy that challenge. So Love to take the free kick. She has the leg to get it into the box. Can she do it? Goes right to Olsen off the head. Working it back. Long through ball. Can it get through?
And Kaser had a great first half performance in place of the injured Lasky, and so we'll see if she's able to do that here in the second half as well.
Michaela Nellums trying to keep possession here. Worked it all the way back into the corner. Tough position, and Baylor now has an opportunity in the second half. All you got to do is get into the box and hope something happens. The throw comes in. Knocked away by Williams, but it stays in possession of Baylor in the box. Good footwork. Opportunity here. Can she get some space? Good keeping there by Jan with the easy save. And once again, the Purdue back line there for the save.
Yeah, it was probably the best look that Baylor's had all game. They just couldn't really muster much of a shot there. Just didn't even get the ball off the ground. And like you said, an easy save for Jan.
Jan will come out, field it. Possession once again staying in favor of the Boilermakers here in the second half. Not a very good kick there by Erica Jan outside of the goal. And Emery Casson will have the throw. She'll get it to King, but Nellums is there. Up to Williams. There she is. Drops it off to Casella. Good defense there by James. And she'll retain. Up to Campos. Can she get it across? Just a little too much there, and Jan is there. Really want to see more from Bree Campos here. She has 15 goals during her first 3 years, 6 in the past 2 years for Baylor. Her freshman year, she was all Big 10, all Big 12 newcomer team. Her sophomore year, all Big 12 first team. Junior year, all Big 12 second team. But here it is, Maddie Williams with an opportunity. Leaves it for Olsen. Good defense there. Coming across out of nowhere, Lindsey Burns. Opportunity pretty much snuffed out, all because of Burns.
Yeah, it was a great job by Burns. And really, Baylor's defensive line has done a fairly good job of keeping the Boilermakers away from the goal, for the exception of that goal early in the first half. Purdue's not had a plethora of opportunities to try and get into this lead.
And that basically looked like possibly what happened in the first half. Maddie Williams having it in the box, but she tried to leave it for Olsen, and Olsen couldn't get there in time. Free kick to be taken. There's Olsen on the 50-50 ball. Casella. She's a lot smaller than Julie James. Julie James 5'10", Casella 5'1". But Casella doing all that she can to try to gain possession. And Baylor will have a throw just across the midline. See what they can do. They're on the right side of the field here. Baylor in white, Purdue in gold. Purdue leading 1-0. Connor Hoke alongside me, Tommy Barrett. Great production crew on a great night here at the Boilermaker Soccer Complex. 77 degrees was what this game started off at. We're down to 75, but doesn't feel like it outside.
No, and not a lot of wind out there on the pitch from what I can tell just looking at the flags, so the wind won't play a factor into these long crosses or passes up the pitch.
Purdue wins a throw. Back in the corner. This is a tough position here for Purdue. If they can't get it out, Baylor brings all of their midfielders and all of their forwards up, and they have advantage if they can win possession.
And give credit to Baylor early on in the second half. They've been very crisp and very aggressive on the offensive side, really trying to find that one opportunity to convert to find the equalizer.
Cross comes into the box, snuffed out by Kaiser. And once again, the Purdue back line comes through. This is Kaysen. Out to Piercy, into the box, Corrales. And there will be a goal kick. Another great defensive play, and it looks like Corrales might be down. She seems a little bit shaken up, but she'll walk it off. She'll be okay. And Jan will have the goal kick.
Corrales using that 5'10" frame to continue to be an issue for whoever comes up against her on that far side when she's on defense.
With Michaela Lasky out with an injury, we thought maybe the back line for the Boilermakers might struggle as communicating as a team. But Megan Kaiser has done a great job of coming in, and they've been exceptional tonight. Casala with the head. Mckenna Martin can't gain possession. Trying to get it down into the corner. Baylor is awarded a throw. So we've seen Baylor in this position a few times in this same exact corner, but they haven't been able to put anything into the net. Throw comes into the box. Headed one time, back out to Mckenna Martin. She'll now get it into the box, and Jan is there for the save. Campos had an opportunity, but Jan once again doing a great job of knowing where everybody else is and how far she needs to come out.
Yeah, and last year, goalkeeper was kind of a struggle for the Boilermakers. It was a revolving door between Jan and Ginther, and Jan able to come into this offseason and and beat Ginther out for that starting goal position, and she's been very solid early on in the season.
Opportunity here from Emery Kaysen. Getting a leg on it is Kim Love, and there's a fight for the ball. Corrales and the Boilermakers will take possession as Piercy knocks it out. So Emery Kaysen had an opportunity, but once again, Kim Love is there for the save. Baylor working on this right side of the pitch. And Love will let it go out. And Jan is there for another goal kick. 33 minutes to go here now. And Baylor is headed to the bench. Looks like number 11, Jackie Crowther, will come in. She subbed in the first half. She'll sub in for number 14, Mckenna Martin. Crowther, the 5'7" freshman out of Temecula, California, will replace Martin, the senior from Abilene, Texas. Goal kick from Jan. Gets it to about the halfway stripe. Olsen turns and finds herself right in front of Julie James. But she'll win the possession due to the referee not agreeing with that challenge.
And we have seen in the later stages of the first half and here early in the second, the officials starting to call the game a little bit tighter early on. They were letting them play through some of that contact and kind of letting some things go, but they have changed that up, and it's important that both teams try to adjust to that.
1-0 in favor of the Boilers. Can Baylor respond? Nellums tried to cheat the pass and got lucky. Tough pass from Akinurenge. She tried to play it up the line, but played it a little too much, and now Nellums is there for the throw. Advancing it just up the field.
Yeah, smart play there by Nellums. Not really anywhere to go with that pass and just able to advance it up the field.
Olsen trying to win the header, and she does. Good piece of touch there off the head from Maddie Williams, but Arkins can't make the run. But they'll once again continue to move it up the field, and they'll have another opportunity from Nellens with the throw. Boilermakers looking to take the 2-0 lead. Nellens into Arkins and knocked out from Delaney Davis. And we'll do it once again.
Arkins looking frustrated over there, not being able to get free and get a touch on that ball.
Boilermakers in a dangerous spot here in that right corner. All you have to do is get in the box and cross it. That one's going to go out on Arkins. Referee's talking. It looks like they're going to have a corner kick. Arkins knocks it off at Kaysen. And the Boilers have their second corner of the game. Hannah Leiner will take it. She'll use her left boot, try to get it into the box.
And this is an important little series here for the Boilermakers. If they could add another goal, that's going to make things really hard on Baylor.
Off the head of Kim Love, back to Nellums. Can she get it back in? Olsen and Williams miscommunicate. Had an opportunity. Leiner will take possession. Going on two Bears. Good defense there. Combined effort by James and Campos. And Baylor's on the attack. Tough through ball there. And the Boilermakers will try to start this attack once again. So Baylor on the attack, and they squander the opportunity.
Yeah, Baylor's had several opportunities, and it's either been a combination of them failing to execute or Purdue stopping them on the defensive end. They just haven't been able to find that equalizer.
High ball played in. Williams on Campos with the advantage. This is Casella. Back to Love. Gritty play there by Love to win possession. She'll take it all the way. Tough defense by Crowther. Casella to Williams. Beautiful touch to get it into the box. Leiner looking for the foul, drawing a lot of contact in there by number 12, Lindsey Burns. Play on, says the referee. No foul called. Goal kick awarded to the Bears.
Yeah, Burns incredibly physical there on that run by Leinert. But the official has a much better view than we do. It looks like it could have been justified to be called a foul, but play on.
Hadley Young will check in for Emery Kaysen. Hannah Leinert will check out. Katrina stands at the subs table waiting. Goal kick for Baylor. Nicole Robertson, who started this game, will check in with 29 minutes remaining. Robertson, remember, she was the one that scored that game-winning goal with 1.5 minutes remaining against Xavier on a beautiful header set up by Kim Love. And the Boilermakers enter this game 0, looking to make it 3-0. Baylor 0-2. A few more subs now. Katrina checks in for Olsen.
And Tommy, we give a lot of credit to Maddie Williams, and deservedly so, as she's the best offensive player for the Boilermakers. But there are several other girls on this team that can score and will score if you leave them alone or don't give them the opportunity. So it's important for Baylor that they don't forget about the other girls.
You definitely do not want to leave your mark. Just like this here, Maddie Williams has Arkins in the box if she could get it to her. And I think she has awarded the corner, as that ball is going to go out on Lindsey Burns.
And Lindsey Burns working hard the last 5 minutes or so over there on that far side.
Ooh, and the referee does not agree with me. Looks like they're going to call a foul. So Baylor will now have the free kick, as we thought up here that there was going to be a corner. That's a change of events. Delaney Davis will send it in. Campos going up on Petrina. Some shoving and pushing. But the Boilers take possession. Long through ball here to Robertson. Great pass in there. Fancy footwork. And she has been awarded the corner this time in favor of the Boilermakers.
Great job there by Robertson to track down that long pass and then just work it into a corner opportunity. And Purdue has executed well on several of those long through balls.
Beautiful through ball, beautiful first touch. Petrina now will send it into the box. Good piece of defending by Delaney Davis. And let's see if Piercy can use her speed on Kaser. And Kaser fights for the ball and wins it. Great challenge there by Kaser. Robertson has some space in front of her. Can she use it? Can she get it to Arkin? She cannot. Once again, Delaney Davis is there. But Robertson doesn't give up. And once again, Delaney Davis. She's really been the back line of defense, that last person you can't get past here in the second half. Delaney Davis has been.
And we've seen Purdue 3 or 4 times now try to get it in with a cross or a through ball there to Arkins and try to get her a look on goal.
And an easy corner now awarded to the Boilermakers. Diagonal sends it right in front of her. She could have moved it a little to the left for the throw, but she'll award the corner. Petrina now, once again, 2 corners in the last minute and a half. Got to wait for everybody to get set. 3 Baylor Bears stand at the substitute table. Can the Boilermakers capitalize? You got Maddie Williams just outside of the box, about 20 yards out. Arkins stands right on the line. Kim Love in there as well. Can they get it to her? Kim Love out jumps everybody just a little high and to the right, going for that near post. Good opportunity. The Boilermakers continue that attacking mentality. Check it out here. Kim Love out jumps everybody, uses her head, but can't direct it close to that near post. But Boilermakers still in that attacking mindset.
Yeah, and Baylor really on their heels right now, being attacked constantly through this last stretch here of 5 or 6 minutes in the second half.
.50 ball. Williams knocked off by James. The Baylor Bears have now possession on the throw. Hadley Young directing. They will go up the left side. James into the cross. Opportunity. Good defense there. Let's see what Maddie Williams can do. She gets it to Petrina. Petrina crosses the halfway point. Arkins now one-on-one. Has Nelms to her right. She will use her. Into the box, mishandled. And kicked out. Delaney Davis.
Michaela Nelms has some phenomenal speed, able to come sprinting down that right side.
She was all the way on the back line, made her way up, saw some free space. She'll throw it into the box. Will they win the corner? Goal kick awarded. So this has been a fun second half. A lot of attacking, a lot of opportunity. Baylor has had 3 shots. Boilermakers only with 1, but that almost came from a goal. Ticking just at the halfway point here in the second half. Connor Hoke alongside me, Tommy Barrett, bringing you the call on Big Ten Plus. Boilermaker Soccer Complex of the 15th Annual Boilermaker Challenge Cup. Indiana, Missouri, Purdue, Baylor. Good footwork there, but just too high. Marissa Sullivan saw some space, thought she would take it. Not a bad opportunity. Gotta have some opportunities to be able to put the ball in the net.
With just a little, about 22 minutes left in the game, you have to start taking some chances, trying to find that equalizing goal. You never know if there might be a ricochet or some kind of fortunate bounce. You may end up with a goal.
Going to play it down the left side this time. Off the head of Robertson. This is Crowther. One 0 in favor of Purdue. Boilermakers will play Missouri on Sunday. That game slotted for 2 p.m.
Missouri will be looking to bounce back after the loss today to the Hoosiers.
Indiana will play Baylor. This is a tricky situation where if Indiana wins against Baylor and Purdue, or Baylor is able to win twice, both teams could end up with 2 wins, so you'd have to go to goal differential. So all you have to do is win your games, focus on that, and let the rest play out. A couple of substitutes for the Boilermakers. Number 21, Hannah Masellam, and number 33, Gabby Lemire check in. Some fresh legs with 21 minutes remaining, and the long through ball will be played by nobody. Delaney Davis, the back line of defense, has played exceptionally well here in the second half. She'll work it all the way up. This is Sarah King. She has some space. Kaiser closing in on her. Works it in. Good use of the head by Kim Love, but Sarah King is right back where she started. Can she beat Kaiser? She gets it in. Sullivan had just a little bit of space, and here's James. Passed right to Kaiser, and the Boilermakers are on the attack.
And the back line continuing to be very formidable for the Boilermakers.
4-on-4, Robertson works it on the left side. Has Williams in the box if she needs her. Good defense there by Kaysen. And that's going to be a foul on Emery Kaysen. Nicole Robertson goes down. And a free kick will be awarded. No card, just a warning. Don't think Kaysen did enough to deserve that. So Petrina will take the free kick. Not enough contact, but enough for a free kick.
Yeah, a little hip check there, and enough for a warning, but like you said, not enough to warrant a card.
No bookings yet. It has been physical. Petrina looks to get it into the box here. She has Williams in the front. She has Love. Goes right up into the air. Nobody comes down with it. Casella heads. And the Boilers will have a throw on the right side. So Love once again there with the head, but just can't come with any real estate.
And that was another great ball into the box by the Boilermakers that just haven't been able to do anything once they get it there.
Casella works it into the right side. Tough bounce. Lemire will handle. Back to Williams. Long ball by Davis. Back to the back line for the Boilers. Kim Love handles. This is Corrales. Through ball up to Robertson. Just a little too much. She can't make it. And Rebecca Gartner, the keeper, will handle. 18 minutes remaining in this one. Boilermakers lead 1-0. Lone goal of the game came with 3 minutes into the game from junior Maddie Williams, who now has 5 goals. She leads all Big Ten players. If you count the preseason, she scored 10 times this month. Incredible for Maddie Williams. Will it be the factor, the 1-0 lead? There she is right there, Maddie Williams. Good touch there from Robertson. And Dana Williams stops the attack, but can't get it to Robertson. And the Baylor Bears will have a throw right at the midfield stripe. Number 14, Mckenna Martin will check in. Martin, the senior out of Abilene, Texas. And she's a player that has increased her playing time over the past 3 seasons. Her freshman year, she didn't play much. Her sophomore year, she played a little bit more than her freshman year. And then her junior year, she played 19 games, started 7 of them. She scored earlier in the week, versus Michigan State. Baylor was a loser in that one, 1-2. They also lost the first game of the year versus USF, 1-2, the same score in double overtime.
Yeah, and Martin is one of those clear examples of a player who comes in as a freshman, doesn't play a lot like you said, but doesn't let that deter her or her work ethic, and she just, really works on her game and works on trying to give herself an opportunity to play, and she's been rewarded with that the last 2 seasons.
Boilermakers on the attack. Now Baylor has some space, but Purdue will take possession. Some starters look to check back in for Baylor. Precious Alkin-Uringay and Lauren Piercy stand at the table waiting. 15 minutes now as we trickle down. As I say that, Hannah Leinert now will try to check in.
Yeah, Leinert was able to get a break here early in the second half and is now ready to come back in, try to finish this game off for a Boilermaker victory.
Lemire goes right to the wrong color jersey, and they are on the attack, the Baylor Bears. Mckenna Martin, can she work it in? Nothing comes of it. Bree Campos. Offsides for Sullivan. She had an opportunity, but just a little too antsy. Have to make sure you're not in front of that line. The Boilermakers, once again, that defensive line communicating, letting them know, hey, this is the spot I'm at.
Yeah, we take a look at the replay here.
And, yeah, she's
about
2 steps offside. So
yeah.
Good play there by Love and Kaser to communicate.
And that's really been the story of the game for the Boilermakers. Is it's been the outstanding communication on defense. They've been able to, stick to their assignments and not let Baylor have opportunity after opportunity to try and find the equalizing goal.
Uh-oh, here's Sarah King. And they have won a corner. So a tough ball that comes in, Sarah King takes advantage of it. And with 14 minutes to go, they're going to have a corner.
As we take a look at the replay here, pretty blatant or, easy call there to be a corner. And this may be the opportunity that Baylor needs to find that tying goal.
Leinert will check back in. Ekenyurage will also check in with Piercy. So Baylor has the corner. Into the box. Danger is not out yet, and Maddie Williams gets a foot on it. Davis. High ball goes in. Opportunity off the top of the crossbar. Can they get another? The danger is not over yet for Baylor. What an opportunity there, just off the top of the post. The equalizer was so close. Just a few more inches.
Just missed it there. Like you said, few more inches. If it's down a few more inches, this is a completely different game. Boilermakers very fortunate on that shot attempt.
Boiler fans on their feet as they had a scare with 12 minutes to go. Ball right off the top of the post. Obviously the best scoring opportunity for Baylor tonight. Just outside of the box. 19 yards away. And Erica Young couldn't do anything but try to get as high as she could, but a few more inches. And this game still stands at 1-0. Boilers take possession. Get it to Williams. Out to Corrales. Down the left side, knocked away. Throw for Purdue. And that's a liner. Knocked away by Davis. Piercy will play the high ball. Kaiser is there. And Campos can't stay with it.
And it's important for Baylor that they don't get demoralized by that missed, opportunity with the shot going off the crossbar. You can't make that feel like and be that was our last, opportunity of the game. There's still a lot of time left. They just need to focus and try to find that equalizer.
11 minutes remaining. Good ball there by Williams. Not the best touch by Lemire. Back to her, give and go. Good defense, though. Campos comes away. Kaiser with the hustle. And Robertson will play it down the right side. Can she work it in? Out of bounds on Kaysen. And Nellums will check in for the Boilermakers. King will check in for Baylor.
And now Purdue going with a little bit more speed. Nellums, like we had talked about, she's somebody that can really get down the field in a hurry, and that could prove to be vital either in finding that second goal to really put the game away or on defense if something gets behind them.
Nellums with the high toss in. Casala can't handle. High ball played back to the center circle to Love. This is Casala. Knocked away, and Kaiser will try to advance. Potential through ball. Goes nowhere from Kaiser. She has a little bit of space. She doesn't have to do all of what she was trying to do. Kaysen works it in. It's a race to it. Can Martin get there? She is trapped in the corner. Going up against Nellums. King will try to send it in, and Jan is there for the easy save.
Yeah, miss hit there by King. I think she's trying to throw that into the center of the box, but she hit it right to Jan.
And that ball was out of play before she could get to it. So we have just under 10 minutes to go, 9 minutes. Can Purdue hold on for the 1-0 victory, or will Baylor come roaring back with the 1-0 equalizing goal? They were so close. Ball went off the top of the crossbar. Robertson trying to get it into liner. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds. See who they give it to, and they'll give it to the Boilermakers. Arkins will check in. See who she'll replace, and she'll replace Robertson. And Olsen also will come to the scores table. Robertson checks out. Scored the game-winning goal versus Xavier. Looks like she might sit out the rest of this one. Possession still to Purdue on the left side. And Olsen will check in for Petrina. A little bit confusion.
Yeah, and we can see Coach Roff trying to get some of the heart of his lineup back into the fray. Is Olsen somebody who's done a great job in that midfield position, really dictating on offense and defense.
And there she is checking in, making something happen. Ball goes off of King, and Nellums will throw. We're now to 7.5 minutes remaining in this one. Boilermakers are trying to win their first Boilermaker Challenge Cup since 2009. There's 7.5 minutes remaining. Opportunity from Campos. Working on Love. Two Boilermakers converge. Love and Corrales, and Campos really can't get anything going.
No, and that's been the story of the day for Campos all match. Whether it was Olsen or Corrales or Love, it hasn't mattered which Boilermaker's been on her. They've done a great job of keeping her away from the ball and out of the game.
Number 16, Ashley York will check in, and number 25, Katie Diago will check in. Kaysen comes out, and Martin comes out. Two players that have really been in this lineup the whole night. Corner is into the box, but Corrales gets a head on it. This one worked back in. She might be offsides. She is not. And the equalizer has come. Sarah King off of a few heads. Boilermakers in question. They want the offsides call.
Yeah, you can see not only the whole team on the field, but also the coaching staff as we take a look here. Great little touch off of the goalpost and Jan's arm, and then just the tap from King for the equalizing goal. So with 6:26 left in the second half, Baylor finally gets the look that they've been looking for all game to get the tie.
Purdue is not happy at all. They thought King was offsides or James, one of the two. But with that, we have come to the equalizing goal for Baylor. Score is now tied 1-1, and the Boilermakers will try to respond in attack. They'll go early. They are very angry right now. You can tell.
Yeah, well, this is an entirely different game now, Tommy, with it becoming an equalizing game because the Boilermakers were starting to kind of wind it down and go into prevent mode and just try to run the clock out. But now they have to try and find a goal if they'd like to keep this from going into extra time.
6 minutes. That's all we have left here in regular time. Both teams will go pedal to the metal trying to get this game-winning goal. And that was a tough play by the Purdue defense. One off three different Baylor Bears, and Sarah King was able to put it into the net. Long through ball played, but Kaiser gets her head on it. And we have a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 5.5 minutes, and let's see what can happen.
Well, you can see it in the lineup or on the sideline for Baylor. A little more life out of the players and the coaching staff. Everybody up on their feet and a little more excited now, knowing that this is a brand new ball game.
Olsen has an opportunity, and she has it. She's done it. Olsen has put the ball into the net, and the Boilermakers take the lead 2-1, just like that. We had a 1-1 game. Now we have a 2-1 game. Olsen comes through in the clutch. What a goal.
You take a look at it here. You've got Corrales coming down the left side. Great little touch pass back into the box. Olsen able to come up with it, kicks it off of the defender, and then able to block her out and puts it between the legs. I believe that was King.
Right in between the legs of Diagonal.
That was Diagonal, and still a great goal there from Olsen.
And we saw it. The intensity was moved all the way to the top after the goal given up by Sarah King for the Baylor Bears, and they were in full attack mode. It only took 1 minute for them to respond. Now we have 5 minutes remaining. Feels like just a few moments ago, Boilermakers were leading 1-0. Now it's all the way to 2-1. And that was a huge goal for Purdue.
And now Baylor.
Can Baylor respond?
Yeah, Baylor back where they started about a minute and a half ago, down 1 goal, trying to find the equalizer.
Can they find it once again? Opportunity. Easy save there by Jan off the left boot of Ashley York. We're down to 4 minutes now, and the Boilermakers cannot let off of the gas like they did. They have to keep attacking, see what can happen. Maddie Williams drops it back to Kaiser. And she'll try to play it to Arkins, but Diagonal is there. Long ball played in by King. There's a race to it, and there'll be offsides called. So 3.5 minutes now. The Boilermakers can really start to feel this one. They were a little bit scared when the equalizer came, but Olsen puts the ball into the net. And what a game. Maddie Williams scores with 3 minutes into this one. It stays 1-0 until 6.5 remaining, and Sarah King puts in the equalizer. And then Dagny Olsen was able to have possibly the game-winning goal with 5 minutes remaining.
And Tommy, you've seen a noticeable change in the energy level and the aggressiveness out of the Boilermakers since Baylor scored that equalizing goal, and then leading up to Olsen's that second goal to take the lead. They just completely, it was like they flipped the switch and woke up and remembered, oh yeah, we have to still win this game.
The pace of play has definitely dramatically increased. Another throw granted. Baylor's been in this position a few times tonight. Hadley Young will throw this one in. Can she get it into the box? Looks like she might have stepped over the line. Miscue there with 2.5 remaining.
Yeah, and you can't afford those with what little time remains. It looked like when I saw her throw it in, it looked like maybe that right foot got over the line, and the officials agreed.
Ball comes in. Jan is there. 2 minutes until the final horn. Can Purdue hold on, or can Baylor equalize once again? This one played to Leinert. This one played now all the way up to the left side, and Davis is there. Send it back to Gartner, and Gartner out of bounds. Wasting crucial time now is Baylor. 1.5 minutes now remaining. All it takes is one opportunity here for Baylor, but if Purdue keeps it on this side, it will be very, very tough.
Yeah, and all Purdue has to do is just continue to run clock and make things difficult on Baylor.
One run here from Bree Campos. If she gets it into the box, she might be okay. Just off to the left, and a goal kick comes. Sarah King was on the run once again from the left side of the field. but she couldn't get to her. 1 minute now remaining. And Erica Young will definitely take her time getting this ball.
Yeah, no hurry for the Boilermakers.
We're ticked down to 45 seconds. The goal kick comes into from Jan to Arkins. Out of play. Boilermakers with possession with 30 seconds to go. Arkins out of play. Baylor with the ball. Under 20. As we tick down, 10 seconds. Does Baylor have another opportunity? Love kicks it out. 5 seconds remaining.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And that is all. The Boilermakers have come and they have conquered. 2-1 victory. Purdue over Baylor. Baylor was down 1-0. They tied it up until this. Great ball in. A great run there from Corrales. She plays it into the box. Olsen had one opportunity off of the leg and then uses her left boot right in between the legs for the game-winning goal. And Purdue takes game 1 of the Boilermaker Challenge Cup 2-1